Hi, happy Friday. So we're talking about Stella Adler this week, and I very much enjoyed reading about her technique and using imagination as opposed to emotional memory. That was very refreshing, and I felt like it was something relevant that we can teach our kids at the secondary and at the secondary level. I feel like it's something that's really relatable for them, and I enjoyed the exercises that the book took us through. It was very easy to understand, and it was really something that we could build a lesson plan on. I really liked the detail of building a character, and when they talked about the the man going to the girl's door and then adding the different circumstance where the clothes in the closet are all gone. That was really, really imaginative, and really it was really a great way to explain to kids how to build a character. So I think that that's really something I'm going to incorporate in my teaching. It was very, very helpful. I did think that I had kind of a shift in my mindset about her as a person. I have been a little bit hard on her because I felt like her public ridicule of Strasbourg was a little unprofessional. I don't ever think that you should publicly ridicule someone, especially in our industry, because it's such a small world. And I felt like she was just kind of unfair to him. But I do realize now, knowing a little bit more about her after watching Awake and seeing the documentary, I felt like she just had that kind of candor. She didn't mince words. She didn't have any filters. She just was who she was. And I also think that she was a little bit adrift most of her life. I don't think that she was really content being an actor, but she was born into theater royalty because her father was such a famous Yiddish actor. And I think that she was never content there because she was always looking for something else. You know, she tried film work, that didn't work. She tried Broadway, that didn't work for her. So I think when she realized her passion of being a teacher, that was a shift for her. And that's where she stayed and never left after she found that. And they did talk on that video about how when she was at the actor's studio, she just really felt disconnected. She thought she was going somewhere where she was going to feel like she was in a family, but she didn't ever feel really connected, and she felt like she was always on the outside looking in, which we can all relate to, I'm sure. So I kind of, my feelings toward her kind of softened, and I got a new respect for her. I did like watching her and her scene work in the documentary, and it was just, what was so incredible to me was watching her analyze the performance and be able to just tell them spot on, do this, do that, this didn't work, this worked, and being so clear in her directive to them. Sometimes I am not so clear in what I want to say, especially when I'm in a rehearsal and there's so many different things going on, and I know that my kids get a little frustrated with me sometimes because they're like, you're not being clear, I'm not understanding what you're needing from me. And her way to just give clear directives was very inspiring. So I wrote down some Stella-isms that it just kind of blew my mind. Some of the things that she was saying. The play's a skeleton. You have to figure out where the bones go. A director should give an actor unshatterable confidence. Listen with your blood. Nothing is personal. Theater is for the world, not the actor. And then at one time she said, when she was doing scene work, she said, she just looked at him and said, colors. up and down, colors. So she was telling them that they needed to change their speech patterns. And I thought that was just such an imaginative way to say that, and so clear and direct. You must contribute to the words. The words are not yours. You have to give them life. The play is not about words, it's about ideas. So all of her work with the improvisation and the character analysis when she was building, when the book was building the character and adding the different layers to it, it was just really refreshing and really understandable and relatable in the secondary setting. And I thought I learned a lot. I learned probably more this week, and I had kind of a shift in my thinking about the whole theory of her quote unquote, theory. I just had a really major shift in the way I thought about her, what I thought I knew about her, which was really nothing. I just had a preconceived notion, and I'm not actually being any better than she was, probably, by ridiculing her. So I just had I have just a different opinion from her, and I have a lot of respect for where she was going, and I will take a lot of what she taught and try it. This was a good week for me. So I hope you are all well. Happy Good Friday. I have a long weekend this weekend, which I'm really excited about. So I hope that you are all well, and I will see you all next week.